So I'm gonna clean those up and make a patch for the other side. We'll see how bad this one gets after I clean it up. If it's really no more than that, I'll probably just put some filler in there, and then I'll just drive it over to Logan and he can tack it up for me. But that's for later, because first I'm going to get into the engine. I've got I'm going to do the intake gaskets. I got some valve cover gaskets, and then since I'm going in to do the injectors, which I don't have my injectors here. Looks like I got some rear sway bar bushings. I don't have the rear sway bar yet, but I'll be putting that back on. So first is to tear apart the engine, replace those things, and then start cutting into that. Alright, the injectors are down into there. I know I got spark plugs back there to change. Looks like if this has to come off, this comes out of there. This stuff comes off. Doesn't look like it should be too bad. Let's see, do I need to replace this belt? This actually looks pretty decent. I don't see any cracking. That looks alright. Alright. Let's get to it. Oh shit. is here. Oh, that's coolant. And that's that. Let's get a close-up look of how everything is in here for future reference. What's this little guy? I have a... Oh. I don't know if that was connected or not. Looks like that's possibly supposed to be connected there. I don't know if I disconnected that, maybe, or if it was already disconnected. $16. Alright, so what I'm doing now is chasing threads for 4 and 6. I already got 4 done. You can see, like, it was barely even in, and you can see that for 4, the spark plug wasn't even in all that far, because both of them were cross-threaded pretty high up there. So it looked like there was exhaust escaping through that. And then this one also wasn't in very far, and you could see that same thing. Exhaust was coming through and also was caking up along the top. I don't know what was going on here. This one didn't look like it was down very far either, but I was able to get the spark plug in all the way without having to do anything. So I did chase 4. I'd never really chased before. I had to get the one that was a little bit smaller, lower profile, or not as wide, so I could get in there. Otherwise, I don't know where the other one is I had. With the big socket, that was not going to work. But just fill in with some oil and chase a little bit at a time, pull it out, and then just keep going back in. And also, when I put this in, then when I put this in, I'll clean this off, otherwise that won't work very well. I try to get it in manually as far in as possible with just my fingers before I grab the wrench and try to wrench them in. And then I maybe go a little bit, and if it starts to get a little too tight, I back it out, clean the threads off, check it, make sure, and I've got my borescope. This is really helpful. And then make sure I'm not totally like screwing something up, because again, I've never done this before, and those are really hard to get in. So that's probably why they were cross-threaded. They're really difficult to get in straight. So you can join me along on the journey for doing this one. Come on, come on. Yeah, you can see. So you can see those are actually pretty clean. It's just right at the top there. Just cross-threaded. There we go. So you can see cross-hatching. You can see the cross-hatching. Looks pretty good. Nothing really, not too much carbon. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to move it around too much, but that looks pretty decent. They all look pretty much the same. Sometimes, yep. So you see, I'm in there. I'm just gonna turn it by hand ever so slightly. Kinda got a little wiggle each time. Oh, this is hard, this one. It might be about as far as I'm gonna get. Oh, no, I can get a little bit more. It sucks. It takes a long time, but I don't want to screw this up. And alright, so yeah, I can. It's pretty tight. Put her in a few. running pretty decent. If I start to feel any real resistance, I'll stop and back it out. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm just going to back it out anyway. So, you can see some material on the threads there. Let's see how this looks. Looks cleaner. Try it once more. I want to leave that in there because it's in such a nice spot, but it's in my way. I have a little bit of resistance, but not too much. No, I'm going to come back. I guess that looks better. Doesn't look cross-threaded, I guess, so that's a good sign. It's still kind of dirty. Back her out. Alrighty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of gunk in there. I have fashioned this set of hoses for my vacuum cleaner. This actually can get all the way down the threads and vacuum it up a bit. Alright, with that chased and cleaned up, let's put the final spark plug in. I'd say that's pretty well seated. Yeah, that's pretty good. Next is the injectors. Just for funsies, I pulled this one and took a look inside, and I can see there's a lot of crud. I know it's probably just dust, but I'm going to see if I can run my little vacuum hose and clean that out a little bit first before I put each injector in. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing really big in there. Those are just crumbs of something. So, oh, there's like a bug. Yeah, well, that's fine. I'll do that for each one, and I'll give it a peek and see if there's anything in there to vacuum out, and then I'll put the injectors in. Yeah, it looks like I don't know, something in that one. Piece of plastic something. Well, we'll get that out. I got it. So I ended up hooking this hose up to it, and it's very crumbly, but it appears to be from that. So I'm going to check to see if I get everything else out of there. If not, I'll keep cleaning it out. Since I have this and it worked, I'm going to clean out the bugs on that other one. Alright, injectors are in. I got the rail on. I don't have it tightened up yet. I think I'm going to address some of these wraps. Some of the really some of the ones that are pretty much gone. I'm going to wrap this stuff up better. Wrap up these wires. You know, just make it a little nicer. I got a bunch of rolls of this stuff. 3 different sizes. I ordered 2 more sizes because I didn't get the extra big one. But look at this stuff, it's just crumbling. Some of it is. So I was going through and fixing a bunch of these. Again, I left the big stuff at home, so I'll have to redo this tomorrow. And then I got the spark plug wires. Trying to figure out, verify the firing order. So all those posts down there. This 3.1, it's in front. Later ones, it's in back, and I don't know. So if I just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I've got 2, 3, 5, 4, and I think it's 1 and 6. Because I marked these as I took them out. This one I have a 6 on it, but it's also 4-cylinder 6, so I don't know. I was going to replace the O-ring on that distributor cover, but I couldn't get that out. So I just cleaned it up really good around there and tightened it up again. And if I see oil down there, then I guess I know I have to go back in. Alright, back wires are set. I think I'll probably look at and review my dismantling footage so that I can make sure I get everything in the right spot. Correct the first time. There we go. Everything's tight. What I have here, I got a piece of vacuum hose. This is. This piece here is broken, so we're just gonna slide that in there, slide that in there. We're all back together. So. I also don't have any batteries for my driver, so because those are also all at the house where I was working on the Diplomat. Alright, well, I'm glad I pulled this because I didn't have those in far enough. But yeah, it just clips into there. So not too far. And I guess kind of like so. Alright. All injectors are installed. Make sure the plugs are not hiding behind. Well, it looks like maybe those aren't in as far as they're supposed to go. You know, everything's tightened up. The fuel rail is tight, and those clips, they actually slide into some little, on the sides there, they kind of clip in there. So, and that keeps them at the proper height, I suppose. So I'm guessing that that is correct. Well, I just took this back out again because I realized that these hoses that were on there, the vacuum lines, were pretty crusty and cracked, so I decided to change them out. I just found this was like something in PCV valve or something with a hose on it that was in the back seat, so I just cut that up and used that instead. Put her back together. That goes in there. Getting good at this. There. This connects there. And this connects down here. Gets anchored with this screw. Goes in there. The long one here goes into this one, and that shorter one goes into this valve here. They have these little things, plastic things, keepers to keep the gasket in place. Be aware you might have to reverse them because mine were facing the wrong way. There, let's just pop right in there. And these, luckily, are fine. So, out of the way. I do plan on cleaning this up and painting it at some point, but I'll just do that on the car. I didn't change any of these gaskets. I think this thing was, someone had gotten into this and done some work on it, so I figured I'm just going to leave well enough alone. Alright, so PCV valve. Run it through, but don't attach it. Oh, there we go. Let's make sure everything is not destroyed under here. Just going to put a couple of these in just to keep it in place. While I fight with this PCV valve. There we go. Whoa. Bam. Alright, I got the intake on. I just have a couple of them tightened. I don't want to tighten everything up just yet until I'm a little bit further along. It's a good example of why I did that, because I got some coolant lines I need to get into place. All right, finishing up for the night. What I've done since I think I shut down, I've got this bracket on. I don't have it tightened. I've got this connected. I don't have it attached to wherever it's probably supposed to go, which might be here. Have this line on. I've connected that. These lines here. And those coolant lines, those little short ones, both of them are tight. I started hooking up the throttle and the cables. That piece here is broken, so I don't know which one it is. Hopefully it's not accelerator, and it's maybe just something for like cruise control or something. That actually seems to be holding. I don't know why I feel like there should be something here. But this looks like probably kick down, and this hopefully is throttle here. Alright, well, it's warmed up a bit, only -6. Not too bad in here. It says it's 20. I somehow don't believe that. Doesn't feel horrible. I can work in this. I've got many layers, but I was bored, and it's Saturday. I haven't done anything on this thing for a while. I'm pretty close. You can remember because like it literally like it was seconds ago. But I'm gonna put some more of the harness covers on this, and then finish wrapping it up. And golly, I might even get it started today. Start the truck up, but I kind of tore into this to grab the distributor for the Diplomat. That's fine. I'll get a new distributor for this one. Scratch the crap out of my hand. All right, we're mostly put together. I'm going to wait to do this until the intake here, until I get it started, make sure it's running good. Got the plugs in. I put this little zip tie here to keep this plug from touching the fan, which is an issue that was on this one. I had that on my Riata too. I redid a lot of these harness pieces, all the way down there, all the way to back there. So yeah, I got everything connected, hooked up. I did have to kind of zip tie this because this was broken. I'll probably have to order another because this end right here broke when I was trying to get it on. I'll blame myself. I was not being careful enough. So yeah, let's see what happens. That was very loud. Probably this, I'm guessing. All right, I ended up ripping that off. I'll reattach it better and add some more of that sound deadener stuff foam. I don't. All right, let's start it up.
other than whatever that was rattling. Probably didn't need to take those off because that's probably what was making the noise, but little rattly. I don't know if that's normal for this engine. I'm gonna change the oil because it's pretty gassy. Looks like I might have some coolant. Oh, that was probably when it was leaking from here. Oh, crawling around here trying to figure out what that vibration is or that rattling. I'm guessing it's something with those covers there, but I just noticed, I don't know what this is, but it's clearly not doing anything. Looks like some sort of fuel line, maybe vapor, I don't know, but I'm going to take that off and replace it. Alright, so I ripped that out. Oh yeah, I already showed you that. I just kind of put this stuff in kind of loosely just to kind of eliminate some of the extra noise. I did get under there, like I saw, I repaired that that line. I don't know what that was, but I couldn't identify what was making all the extra rattling. I had an idea what it is, but it's nothing I can fix now, or maybe ever, I don't know. But let's start it up again, and I have fresh oil and filter, so maybe that'll help quiet it down. I think that oil probably had a lot of gas in it, so. I quieted it down a bit. Oh, that definitely helped the, oh, that sounds good. I wish I could go drive it. Starts up good. Opened up that so I don't die. Of course, it's still staying in here. Gonna let this thing get up to temperature. Make sure it keeps running good. Oil pressure's good. Charging. But I want to make sure I don't have any coolant leaks. And also before, when it would get warm, it would start to run odd, and I think again it was the injector. One of the injectors was bad. So I'm going to save the metal work part until another video. So yeah, this needs to just be covered, and then I'll patch this, but I'll make sure I keep an access hole so I can get in there and make sure that things are coated well from the inside. And then this is the patch on this side. This same with this side. I'll have an access hole. I'll just make it round and put a plug in there, and that's going to be a whole nother video. So the next steps for the Cavalier then are going to be same as the Diplomat if you watch that one. Clean out the engine compartment and make it all pretty. Polish it, wax it. Not really much to do on the inside, at least. I think the headliner's even good. Yeah. I haven't had a car with a good headliner in a while. And then underside, I'm going to get under there and clean it up really good, seal it up really good. Any area there's some rust, sand it down, coat it, seam seal it, whatever. And this will be, I think, a good runner for me, a good replacement for the Cougar. So I'll probably actually clean this up and paint it and make it look real nice and things like that. So I can take it to the shows. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's my Z24. Pretty happy with it. And I mean, I will be happy with it when I'm driving it. I do need to get, I think, new tires as well. But yeah, so cool. Thanks again, and catch you later.